Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. We are Life with Malamutes. We are amateur YouTubers that vlog about our life with our two Malamutes. This is Nico, she's our girl, she's 4. And this is Philly Bear, Phil, and he is 5, going on 6 now actually. And then this little guy, he's Milo. He's our Maine Coon crossed ragamuffin cat, and that is our family life. And then you just got me, my name's Emily, and Shane, my husband, who are generally behind the camera. So yeah, hi, welcome to our channel. Hit that subscribe button. So in today's video, we've seen other YouTubers do this, professional ones, and we thought we'd give it a go. So we're going to be responding to our most common hate comments. So if you want to see that, if you want to learn a bit more, then please do keep watching. We've split it into 4 themes, which are the 4 most common comments that we get. The first one being about the dogs being overweight. No shit, Sherlock. We'll cover that one. The second being about Phil getting more love than Nico, and Nico being forgotten about. So we'll cover that one off. The third one being Milo. Thought we'd do one for him, not as common, but loads of people comment about him being on a lead, so we figured we'll cover that one off. And then finally, about our house. We get quite a few comments about it being like a tiny house and not big enough for the dogs, so I'm going to go into more detail on that. So if you want to see more, then please do keep watching, and please do leave us a like. It really helps our channel. We've noticed that it's YouTube is definitely changing. I've seen other YouTubers comment on it on their videos, and I can absolutely see the difference that it makes when we do get the likes on the video. And please do leave a comment. Even you haters, you can leave a comment too, regardless of whether it's a good comment, bad comment, constructive, not. It's all revenue, so please keep going with those comments. And besides which, for every hate comment that we get at least 10 supporting us on top of that, and we love it when we get all the true like followers and subscribers fighting back our corner and responding to all the haters. So if you're one of those, thank you. We see you, we appreciate you. We try and like as many as we see, but the amount of videos that we've got out there now, it's getting quite difficult. So yeah, please keep watching to it. So the first one that we usually receive is about the dogs being overweight. No shit, Sherlock. Yes, they are. Well, I think you get quite a few comments because people think that they're huskies. They're not. They're Malamutes. That is a different breed. That is a different ball game. So you get loads of comments about being overweight huskies, but the most common one will be them just being completely overweight. They're working dogs. They shouldn't be pets. We shouldn't have them. I mean, they go on and on. But I guess our response is, yes, we know they're overweight. If you're a new subscriber, if you go back to last year's videos, we did a diet progress. Phil actually lost 1.5 stone. Nico, I think she lost almost 1 stone. She didn't have as much to lose, and it is a work in progress. It's a really long journey. I don't think as a first time pet owner I saw the weight going on at the time. I didn't notice it until I bumped into another Malamute and saw actually he is overweight in comparison to another Malamute. And it was just as a result of getting them neutered and spayed. It's very much promoted in the UK to get them done. It has loads of health benefits. In hindsight, I don't think it really does. I think it's just to do with like rescues and stuff, and I don't know if I would have do it all over again, but I certainly would have cut down on their food more so having had the operation, because they just piled on weight like crazy. This year I do think it's a bit different. Phil doesn't actually have as much to lose. Phil was always, move my cup, the one that was more overweight, but he's kind of kept his weight off. It's Nico this time around, and that is just mainly because, sorry, she's just here. She's being kept on lead a lot more this year. She's getting harder to have off lead with other dogs. She's not friendly. And I think I've just been a bit more hesitant, a bit more nervous around her because I don't want any issues. So she has been walking more so alongside me, and not as much opportunity to run about depending upon where we are. So I think that's why. But we've definitely got, we've started up cycling, and we'll be doing some more vlogs on weight loss in the summer. So stay tuned for that. And meanwhile, in terms of the hate comments, continue to comment all you want. We'll take it on board if it's constructive. Most of them aren't. And I guess for us, we don't get too affected by it. We know we're on our own journey. Milo, are you serious, Milo? Second comment, and I'm pivoting the camera now, is most common as well. So the first would be the overweight. Second will be that Phil gets more attention than Nico. I can assure you that he doesn't. Nico is my side dog. She is all, so I'm usually the one filming behind the scenes. I'm mama, and she absolutely does not get less attention than Phil. She probably gets less camera time, and that's simply because she's always at my side, and generally I'm the one holding the camera. Also, Phil does a few more tricks, so you know, in terms of like balancing things on his nose, he does those things. Nico doesn't. So you know, who plays up for the camera? Phil. He's the gentle giant. Nico is a bit more temperamental, but she's also very loyal, so she is always sat at my side. She is my shadow, so if I leave a room, she follows me, and for that reason, and I'm not ashamed to say it, she is my favourite. Phil, I'll try and show you now, but if I hug Phil, he leans away from me. Are you gonna do it? Are you not? You're gonna just, there we go, he's starting to lean. He likes his space. So like at night in the house, etc., he just kind of chills in the kitchen. He doesn't really like to cuddle or anything like that. I mean, he will let us cuddle him, it's not like he hates it, but he just does prefer his own space, and he usually does this like leaning Tower of Phil thing. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. See? Whereas Nico, Neeks, give a cuddle. Nico, can you have cuddles? She lets me do anything. Don't you? You let me do anything. Nico, come here. Nico, look. Come. Oh. She just loves to be close to you and wants to be close to you all the time. And she's also my protection. So if anyone was to attack us on the street, Nico will be my guard dog. Phil, we'll have to wait and see. I'm actually not sure what Phil will do. We don't know. But I think in terms of like the internet, sorry, did I stop? In terms of the internet, Phil is generally people's favourite. We've done a few polls on Instagram before, and it's like 60% Phil, 30% Nico, and less than that, 10% or less Milo. So yeah, so I'd say that yeah, Phil doesn't get any more attention. Nico is like, can do no wrong in mama's eyes. Actually getting told off by grandma for that. But yeah, that is just something that is so mistaken. It is simply that when we're like filming and we're out on walks and stuff, she's on lead next to me because she doesn't go off lead and stuff like that. But no, she does not get any less attention than Phil. So yeah, so I hope that that's dispelled that myth. So I've moved slightly over now, but the next video is about Milo, and it's about Milo always being on a lead. So Milo is a Maine Coon crossed ragamuffin breed. We've got a specific breed that we researched quite a bit for breeds that are best to get along with dogs, and that's where we got Milo. And originally he was going to be a house cat, but he loves being out in the garden. He loves coming on walks with us, with the dogs. And yeah, he comes out in the garden every day. We've got different stations all around the garden. I'll show you one. 1 second, this is the base garden one. So we've got all these docking stations with a bungee cord cable that he gets docked into, and then he goes out into the garden all day, but he is not free to, oh, sunlight is bad. There we go. He is not free to roam around the estate or anything like that. He's just gone into a fire pit now. This is the old fire pit, now his rusty bed that he loves, his little sunbed. Yeah, he's not free to roam around. I just I don't know, I've seen him around cars and stuff. I don't think he would move out of the way. I don't think he's clued up enough for that. So he does have a harness, and he is docked every day. And now what we're doing with him is we are building it up so that he can go out on walks. So he walks fine on a lead with us, no issue. But what we're trying to do now is teach him, I'm just docking him again because he was loose, teach him to walk on a lead with Phil. So Phil's always off lead, and so we're attaching his lead. So Phil's free to roam, but he's got a collar, and we'll attach Milo's lead to Phil's collar, and then they just roam around together. And that's a work in progress at the moment because Phil often just sits down, because we only ever do it like post walkies and when they're tired, so that, you know, Phil's calm and chill. So we're trying to build up to that at the moment. But that one we get quite a few hate comments. Why would a cat be on a lead in a garden? And yeah, he's got a harness, he's got plenty of docking stations, there's plenty of room in the garden, and that's just how we do it. For safety, for security, for comfort. I would be broken if I lost my cat. So I hope that dispels that rumour. I told the camera now because Nico's hopped on my lap. And then the last one is actually probably from our top country, which is America, is where our top following is about our tiny house, and it not being big enough for the dogs. And I can only say from what I've seen in movies, but American houses are big. They're generally like detached, as in not attached to another house, and you get like these porches, that's what you see in the films, and loads of yard space and everything else. And that's not life in England really, unless you own a farm. We live in a semi-detached house that's about 3 miles from the city centre. It's a 3-bedroom house. It's I think it's got a decent garden space, but I think by US standards it's not. But I mean, some people have their dogs in kennels outside in small little spaces. Like, ours are free to do whatever they want. They go out, we live next to loads of fields, a forest just there behind us. Like, we've got all of this outdoor space around us. We're close to the city centre. We both work full time. So we're close enough to the city centre that we can get home for lunch or whenever we want. That works for us. And yeah, it's a 3-bedroom semi-detached. That's the back of it. Like, I don't think it's that tiny. And then we've got all these different sections of the garden, which I think makes it look smaller. So this is like the porch bit outside, and then you've got like the grassy bit. We've got a drive and a double this out the front, and yeah, I think maybe that gives the impression that it is a tiny house, but it's not. But yeah, just thought I would just clear that one up as well. And I think, look at her, she's on my lap. This is my blanket as well because it's England and it's cold. And I think that is the main hate comments that we receive. I get loads on my voice as well, by the way, but that's just my voice. I can't change it. I think they call me shrill and I shriek and stuff, and that's probably when I'm trying to get the dogs to howl, so I'll take that one. I am screaming at the time to try and get them to start talking to me, so yeah, we'll take that one. And I'm just going to finish this video off with some Nico love to prove that she is equally loved as Phil, as a mother has to. You just gonna stay on my lap? Oh, Nico. Yeah, but what? What was that for? Come here. Come here. Nico, look. 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 She was just growling. I don't know why. We're in the back garden, so worrying that there could be something. We live behind a forest, so you never know when there's, well, the dogs know when there's someone there, but you don't know when there's somebody there. But yeah, so we know the dogs are overweight. It is our own doing. We had them both. Phil just poured me and my tea went all over my lap. This is going well. Just in time for our next video. Say hello. No, you have to stay for the video. Oh, this is what cats do. Are you hopping up? Want to hop up, or are you happy there? Okay. You're just going to stand right in front of the camera? Milo? Milo? What are you doing?